2019, I changed my entire life. I quit my job. I moved to Bali. I'm from Australia. If you can't tell by my accent, I started a business. I had $700 in my savings. And sometimes when I tell people, like, did you really just have $700? I'm like, yeah. And the $700 was actually for the first month's like rent for my villa. So that was kind of gone as soon as I moved. And I'm always asked, like when I share this story, and this is what I want to share with you, it's like, how did you do that though? And it's not necessarily like, how did you start a business? How did you like book that flight? It's more like, how did you make that choice? That choice that was radically going to, and it has shaped my life as it is right now. And you know, the funny thing is, I'd like to say I became numb to the fear. I didn't. I had so much fear. I had big fear of failure, but that's for another video. What actually clicked for me, where I was like, you know what, I can sit here and I can sit in the fear of failure and I can really like mull it over and I can allow it to consume me, which is just what most people do. They allow the fear to consume them so much. It's like, imagine you just step in a shower and the shower is just, it's fear. That's what most people do. Instead of like stepping in a little bit, feeling it, and then getting out and getting dry and then moving on with that thing, they immerse themselves under this like shower of fear. And instead of doing that, I allowed myself, you know, I got in a little bit of the shower of fear, and then I thought, if I stay in that shower of fear, if I allow it to consume me, I'm quite literally going to be in the exact same position in a year's time, and maybe 2 years' time, and 3 years' time. And I just want you to keep in mind at this point, like I had been wanting to change my reality for a while. I'd been wanting to change my reality for a few years. And I was always, you know, at the end of the day, it wasn't the busyness or whether I had money or whether I had this, it was always the fear that held me back. Failure, success, judgment, the fear of being seen. And I think that if you're listening to this and whatever has come to mind, quitting the job, starting the job, traveling, leaving the relationship, starting the relationship, beginning a business, whatever has come to mind, ask yourself, am I really going to continue to shower in the fear? Or am I going to allow myself to actually try something different rather than thinking about it in a year's time? Because the more I thought about that, the more I'm like, ugh, I do not want to be in the exact same spot in 12 months' time.